the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 88.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
By the Cowboys.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Prescott.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. from the shotgun. Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to roam. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Zerline lining up for the point after.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
46-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep, so that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap. Hey, kill.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. There he goes inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Makes it
Here's second and 10.
23-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the Cowboy field goal of 40.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up
well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Seahawks 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jay Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Second and 10.
Hey. Watch tight end. Even. Fourth down. Even. Mike 35. Mike 35.
To throw again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
The 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15. First down, Dallas.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Kill. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Prescott now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Second and 15.
54 Mike. Check. Mike 5-4.
Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, it's our house.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. You don't see me in your... Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Check.
On first down, Carson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. What's the curl? Check. I'll go special.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Cowboys.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
3rd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Blake Jarwin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 48, Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Bruce Irvin.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Watch the whip. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 52.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll move the chains. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mark that. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You don't know no better. Shoot. Hey, switch gears.
From the gun, again to Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Let's go. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 59. I'm coming. Watch that. 36. 14, fight it.
From the gun, Wilson going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Alert. 3 down. Mike 35.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. Let's go, D, let's go. No pass. No.
To throw again, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete to Josh.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with Carson. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bruce Irvin coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This to Jarwin, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
12 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. It's caught. Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 54. Let's go D, tighten up. Let's go D, tighten up.
To Today's final score, Cowboys.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.